Hey guys, what's up? That JRPG bro here, aka Anger Bancho. We are jumping back into our new game plus for Ghost of Tsushima. Last time we worked with Ryozo to free his men. Get ready for the big major story mission here. The confrontation to save Lord Shimura. Is this the end of the game? I don't think so. But you know what? I'll tell you what, when I first played the game, I actually thought the whole goal was to save Lord Shimura, and then once we saved Lord Shimura, the story would pretty much wrap up. There wouldn't be much left. I don't know why I thought that. The way the game kind of tells its story, originally in the first place, it really kind of gives us this vibe that, you know, oh wow, okay, that's the end of the game. Okay, fine, whatever. Shrugs it off, just accepts it. You know how it is. You know, when you're playing a game and like they kind of give you a part of the story at first, and you're sitting there like, okay, so this is all I have to do, and then that's it. All right, I better make this last. So, you know, spending 20 hours in the first act, that's what we did. That is what I did the first playthrough. I literally sat there and spent a large chunk of time in the first section of the island thing, and I gotta delay the end of this as long as possible. I gotta get my money out of this game. I'm one of those people that, you know, I look at a game's length. If it's like 5-10 hours, you know, like, you know, Devil May Cry 5, which is a fantastic game, by the way, amazing game, loved it. You know, it was like, what, 10-15 hours? You know, if that's all you get out of a game, it doesn't feel like it's worth the $60. That's my opinion. I look at the amount of time and the amount of fun you have in that time to determine to determine the value of a game. So a game like this, if it was like 20-30 hours, I'd be like, oh shit, I feel gypped.
Goodbye.
But that's just me. And then when I found out it was longer, I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. That's good. This is great. This is great. It really is an interesting thing you think about. There's not really, sometimes games, they pad their length. They pad their length with unnecessary stuff. You gotta collect 300 items, you know. If we don't collect the 300 items, you know, we're kind of screwed. We can't beat the game, can't save the day. You know, we need to make sure we get all that. But, you know, that's just... oh, it's so frustrating.
Welcome back.
You're still here?
Disappointed?
I thought you'd leave as soon as I had my grappling hook. Try to find a way to the mainland.
As tempting as that sounds, you saved Taka's life. My debt's not paid until your uncle's free.
I'm glad to hear it. Send word to the others.
What should I tell them?
We're going to break into Castle Canada and free Lord Shimura.
I'm told your nephew stalks my men, tears them apart like a beast.
I'm certain you've done worse.
Oh, you pretend we're different. But we fight for the same thing. To create a legacy that outlives us.
I won my legacy with duty and honor. Brought order to my home. And justice for my people. You are nothing like me.
Neither is your nephew. But his name is bound to your legacy.
A legacy is more than a name.
Ah, true. Your family has lived here for generations. Your ancestral castle lies to the north, yes? I look forward to visiting it. While I leave you here to starve to death, alone, without honor.
Damn it, Rizal. Where are you?
Everyone's here. Should we wait for the Straw Hats?
No. I'll meet you at the farmhouse.
Jin.
Thank you for coming. Lord Shimura will be grateful.
My family's killer can wait a few hours longer.
As can my hunt for Tomoe. Our island needs its leader restored.
With your support, he'll be free by sunrise. Prepare yourselves. We'll attack soon.
Give the word. We'll be there.
Your own student fighting for the enemy. Serves you right.
Don't start.
I hate sake. You know that.
What are you talking about?
Everyone, it's time. Today we free Lord Shimura.
I was told we'd have Straw Hat reinforcements.
They're not here. And we can't wait any longer.
What's the plan, Lord Sakai?
I'll use my grappling hook to infiltrate the castle. Once I silence the alarm, the rest of you can safely breach the front gate. The Mongols are likely holding Lord Shimura in the main keep. If they sound the alarm, they may execute him.
We can storm the front gates, take them by surprise.
No, we do this quietly. We'll carve a path to the main keep, rescue Lord Shimura, then fall back to the main gate and make our escape.
Sounds like suicide.
Only if we attack head-on. We can do this if we sneak in and catch the enemy while they're sleeping.
Like a thief.
Or a ghost?
Lord Shimura is counting on us. Let's head out.
Good speech. You sure this will work?
It has to.
One thing I love is that in that speech, like, Sensei Ishikawa calls you out, like a thief or like a ghost, and that's it.
Looks like you can climb up here.
Catch up to the others.
That is literally it. There is no further questioning of the way you do things. It's just, okay, that's how you want to handle it. That's fine. I don't know whether it's a good thing on their part or a bad thing on their part. It's like your allies being like, hey, listen, you do you, and we'll help you, but we don't want to be, lumped in with you because you're doing it wrong. That's just how I'm looking at it right now. I'm not looking at, like, anything other than, like, kind of a comical sense. But, like, it is interesting that they're not really questioning the way you're going about things.
I won't fail you again, Uncle.
Nice thing here is that they're really kind of showcasing and utilizing the grappling hook right now. It's not going to be as focal later in the game, which is unfortunate because the grappling hook is pretty sweet. It would be pretty dope if he could, like, throw it and, like, latch onto someone and kind of pull them. I'm getting a little too graphic there, but, it'd be cool if he could use it as a weapon as well, like a projectile weapon, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much, about just little things here and there. And this here is a major story mission here. Because it looks like this might be the mission where we save Lord Shimura and kind of move into the next act. The game does, like I said, have 3 main acts in it that kind of tell the entire story, and they have different sort of like narrative paths. It's kind of like watching a season of a TV show, a really good narrative-driven TV show, and we reach the end of that season.
Better take down the guards.
So right now we're in like the season finale of, season 1 of 3. And this is how I'm looking at it. That's actually a really interesting way to look at certain video games. Not every video game, not every game works like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of games that it wouldn't work for it, and it's not a bad thing. Like The Witcher 3, I don't think The Witcher 3 works like that. The Witcher 3 is its own like entity. It's its own massive, epic, piece of storytelling, and it's in its own category, so we're not gonna really, it's kind of hard. That was pretty sweet.
Sensei, you and Kenji secure the front gate.
Consider it done.
Yuna, can you clear the path along the cliff?
I'll handle it.
Good. We'll meet up at the bridge.
Forgetting someone?
No. You're with me. There's a siege. Last time they turned it on Yuna and me.
This time, we'll take it.
We need to clear the courtyard. Quietly or head on.
Your move.
I do like how the game doesn't punish us for not being very stealthy, and then, you know, for being stealthy at the same time. There's no real punishment. Like, you really can't fail a lot if you go in and you try to be stealthy, or if you try to be aggressive. I like that. It gives you the freedom to kind of go about and do certain missions your own way. Obviously, you know, you have your more definitely hardcore stealth-based missions where you break the stealth, done, you screwed up, it's over, give up, you know, go cry to your mom. Kind of thing. But I like how right now I don't have to worry about that. I can just go about my own, you know, my own way, and just kind of just. I like mixing.
Can you operate the Hwacha?
I'll figure it out.
When I free Lord Shimura, we'll be chased by Mongols. Take them down.
With pleasure. Be safe, Jin.
And you, Masako.
And a really interesting piece, and it's more about the story here, is that we notice that Jin is more open to using different tactics to accomplish his needs. And we saw in the very beginning, and he still is kind of coming to terms with it, is using, you know, different ways, breaking his code of honor to kind of accomplish the ends.
Jin, the gate's guarded.
Follow my lead.
You know, using the enemy's weapons, being sneaky, stealthing up on people. That's not something he's, you know, he likes. You know, that's not something that's honorable by his code. And you see throughout the game, and it's more of the narrative here, because we're playing it differently than we would be playing it at this point in the game. Because if you think about it right now, you know, if we're doing everything, I don't know where that guy's going, by the way. If we did everything in the game at this point, still all the side quests, we're going to go back and do a couple of them here and there. I don't want to miss too much, but we're going to focus heavily more so on the narrative of this game. So you see, we're just going to wipe these guys out here real quick here. One thing I actually am really happy about this game.
Ryuzo failed me.
We're gonna be angry at Ryuzu.
Uncle.
But we're talking about this
This is as
a
far
new
as I
trend
got
in
last time.
games.
Can't throw you off this bridge? How'd you survive?
I don't know.
Is the like weapons and armor and stuff like that falling apart? You know, like
Hold the bridge. I'll find
they
it.
have their own. Oh, what's the word I'm thinking of? They degrade over time. I don't like that. I actually hate that. That is something that really takes me out of the experience. We don't.
This should work.
Good eye. Once you're in, open the gate for me.
I'm not playing a game to have to deal with like logical, like, oh, I used my sword 50 times. Well, it's broken. Yeah, no, sorry, I don't play that game. Homie, don't play that. Then that's just me. If you like that, more power to you. If it makes the game more challenging for you, that's fine. I don't like that. It's just a personal preference of mine. And I'm glad this game doesn't have it. I mean, it wouldn't make sense for it to have it, especially since you only have that one sword. You don't get new swords throughout the game. You only have 2 bows that you get throughout the game. Your armor you get throughout the game. So obviously there's not really a lot of different cosmetic options. So usually most people are going to wear the same armor and the same dye throughout the game.
I could use Yuna's help.
So right now we gotta work our way to free, not really free Yuna, but to kind of open the gate to let her in, I guess is the right term. I don't know if that's the right logic we're thinking of.
There you are.
Quiet. More guards ahead.
Wow. We are like super hardcore violent today. Come on, Jin. Very violent and very aggressive. Jin Sky. Taking these guys out here. Don't have to worry about any hostages being killed right now. We're slowly working our way here. This is, like I said, this is a major, you know, story mission. Imagine like the Battle of Helm's Deep kind of importance. There we go. That guy's not running away. I don't like letting people run away. When they run away, oh no, not this guy. When they run away, I feel like I'm just disappointing myself. You know, I'm letting them get away, and I have failed. I really just messed up. I get that they're running in fear because of the armor you're wearing gives you a certain percentage of the enemies kind of running away. And that's great, that's fantastic, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that, it's really cool. I like how some of the armors do have an occasional little, like, you know, stat boost or something that lets you, gives you some kind of special ability. I do like that when a game does that. And at times I also like, I can't remember what game it was that I played last, where we would equip different pieces of armor, but if we really, really wanted to, we can change the cosmetics of it where it just looks like a specific set of armor that we already have. And it doesn't change the stat boost or anything like that. I can't remember what game it was. I really can't.
Luck, Jin.
It might have been the Outer Worlds. I think it was the Outer Worlds.
Ryuzo.
The Khan put a bounty on the ghost. Anyone can claim it.
You wouldn't.
My men are starving, Jin.
Help me save my uncle, and he will reward your men. He will make you samurai.
Then he'll send us to die. Just like he did at Komoda Beach.
Ryuzo.
He's your family, Jin. I need to protect mine.
I feel like when I was playing this the first time, that was such a powerful moment there. And the whole setup here, the lanterns in the pond, the fight here, Ryozo betraying you.
I'll make it quick. We were friends a lifetime ago.
It just hits so hard. Him doing that, because like, and the problem also is that the game doesn't do a fantastic job making you feel that to an extent. It's a little bit in their dialogue here and there, and the couple quests they have together. Then you kind of get this feeling that, yeah, they're really close friends and everything like that, but like, I'm not really getting.
Stop before it's too late.
Why I should care as much.
Changed. So have you, Ghost.
But I get it. It's impactful. The music, the visuals, the dialogue, the voice acting, everything just kind of puts this whole kind of emotion together to tell you this is how you're supposed to feel. And you're not supposed to feel as sad. You're supposed to feel hurt. You're supposed to feel angry, and that's what we feel. It's supposed to be like Jin's best friend growing up, and he freaking stabs you in the freaking back because he wants to feed his people and eat jelly. He needs to go to the Jelly Academy, and he needs to learn how to not be jelly. And then he can graduate from the Jelly Academy and be a regular person.
Enough. not too late. Help me save our home. It belongs to them now. Ryuzo. He's here! The samurai is here!
Goddamn Ryozu, just messing everything up. Can't have a nice thing. We can't have a good thing, dude. The fact that he kind of gave up on saving his home so quickly. Like, I'm not gonna say, yeah, I was fighting a war. I'm not that kind of person. But the fact that this guy's like a trained fighter, and he's like, yeah, nah, I give up. It's not worth it. That to me really says something. It also kind of, I think at the same point in time, this guy's supposed to be a really good fighter. And kind of sends a message that, holy shit, the Mongols are an imposing force. And we know, historically speaking, they were. So it's not like it's like something we can be like, oh, that's not true. Look at us just slaughtering them. Ha 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 ha. But no, if you look at the history, you know that they are actually a very terrifying force, and we are on fire, not for long.
Where is Lord Shimura?
I actually thought this was gonna be more of like an actual cutscene looking here. Instead, we get like this really small room kind of fight here, kind of Ninja Gaiden-esque. And the fact that we are in a small room with a decent amount of enemies. Now, I'm not saying this is on that level in terms of difficulty. It definitely is not at all. There we go. So now we kind of start climbing up the floors here. Do a little slide. Do the cha-cha slide, Jin Sakai. All right. So watch this. This is actually pretty cool right here. And that's how you unlock that special ability. You don't have it until this exact point in time. The game literally just gives it to you. And literally sets it up so you can actually do it. And it actually is pretty cool when you do it. It's very cool. It's cinematic AF. And you don't get to do it that often, which is disappointing. But when you do it, it looks freaking sweet. I'm not going to lie, sitting there and just walking up to a wall, pressing the square button, and seeing your sword go through the shoji and just stab a dude and pull the dude through the shoji. It's baller. I wish I could do it more often in this. Instead, I just walk into this room and get into a fight with these two dude bros. Also note that if you are playing this game for the first time, you are not going to see that at this point in the game. No dude bros going to light his sword on fire. This is a New Game Plus thing. That's an enemy that appears later in the game, obviously. We have higher enemies, stronger enemies appearing earlier in the game to kind of balance your New Game Plus. Ah, shit. I messed that up. I could have shoji killed him. Oh, my God. I could have, but I didn't because I'm like an idiot.
Uncle, I knew you would come, my boy. Your father would be proud.
I live to serve you, my lord. We have to leave.
Not yet. Khotun Khan is marching north to conquer Toyotama. He left some guards here. But there'll be no match for two samurai.
I brought allies. We can retake the castle.
Then we'll sing songs of our victory. The invaders from the northern Goja. Lord Sakai, we'll pull them to us.
I'm with you.
now I kind of just gotta clear out the courtyard here, kind of wrap up this first section of the game. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We saved Lord Shimura, the game's over, guys. We beat the game, we got the platinum trophy, everything's good. Nah, that's not how it works. But, you know, all we gotta do here, clear this area out, which we just did, and we get a cutscene.
Sensei, Lady Masako, you've survived.
With your nephew's help.
He insisted we could save you. I thought it impossible, but I'm glad he proved me wrong.
It won't be the last time, Sensei.
I'm glad you're all here. We've lost too many friends.
And family.
Lord Adachi died with honor, Lady Masako. Now we avenge him, and all the fallen warriors of Tsushima.
There's more coming.
We will face them together. For the fallen warriors of Tsushima, Lady Masako, let no one retreat.
And now we kind of gotta take out this, I don't want to say the final wave of the Mongols, but that's kind of what they are. It is kind of like that final wave that we're gonna have to face right now. Just gonna kind of, this guy is really getting on my nerves. You can't really dodge those attacks as much as I thought you could, and that's the issue, is that some of these enemies, their attacks are undodgeable, they're unblockable. As a player, it is a little on the infuriating side when their, you know, their hit window, their hit box, whatever the word you want to use, is so big. It's like a 100% chance of getting hit, and yours is like a 5% chance. It is, as a gamer, infuriating.
Well fought, all of you.
We did it.
The castle is ours.
You've led us to victory, my lord.
With your help, Jin. Together, we will break the Mongol spirit and bring Khotun Khan to his knees. We will win this war as samurai.
You have an impressive home. Won't you welcome me inside? Your people are tired, hungry, cold. Open the gate and save them!
You promised food for my men.
Earn it.
Let them in!
No. Open the gate! Open the gate! Open the gate! Open the gate!
And that looks like a great place for us to call it a break. I honestly like a depressing way to end our episode here, but that is like the end of the chapter. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. I got more Ghost of Tsushima coming your way.
Your uncle's looking for you. I heard the Khan took his castle.
I never should have trusted Ryuzo.
He fooled all of us.
I thought you'd be gone by now.
So did I.
Let's talk to my uncle. See about getting your reward.
Lord Shimura is in the main keep.